I already did a video today talking a little bit about where we are energy-wise, so I'm not going to spend any time focusing on that. I also didn't get that up underneath YouTube, but I will absolutely do that. Alright, so we're going to work on our subscribers as they hop in here. And we're also going to do some free readings. And we're also going to do some paid readings. So it's $16 for a reading as well. Alright, so welcome in, guys. So these readings are free. If you're a subscriber, you always get a free reading as well. Plus you get priority. And we're also going to do some paid readings as well. So those are going to be $16. Hello, Christy. How are you doing? So a couple ways we can navigate this. Okay, so if I see that you made a payment, you have to click my bio in order to get that. It's going to probably say a mini reading, okay? But don't stress about that. We'll make sure that you get exactly what you need, just making it affordable for everyone right now, okay? So I do, hello, welcome in. I do work with, yes, I am. I'm working with my tarot and angel card deck. Okay, I'm also an empath, so I feel in my body. I'm clairvoyant, so I see images. If I like want to look into your future, I will see things that I'm meant to see. When you actually get a paid reading, I'm going to go into your Akashic record so you can ask questions in that space. You'll always get the messages for your highest good the way you're meant to. So if you ask a question, you don't get the exact answer. It's because there's something that you need to know that takes priority. That's past, present, and future, okay? I also do past life, so for people that are curious about that, we can dig into that. Again, future timeline readings, so I can give you specific details about the future, which is great. February is coming in, so I'll be doing a February reading as well. So if that's something you want sent over to your email, that's available. We've got a full moon coming up tomorrow night, so I'm doing a live event at 6:45 p.m. And again, I'm Atlantic Standard Time, so I'll pop that underneath my profile. Again, in my bio, you can see these things as well. It's going to cost you $8. That's your investment to join that candle ceremony if you want to be a part of the healings that I do, and the replays underneath YouTube. All right, any questions, guys? Just ask in the comments. Anything to do with the full moon stuff, anything at all. Okay. Hello, Tink. Welcome in. All right. So we can start with you if you would like. Hello. Thank you for all your help as well as I navigate my TikTok. I appreciate it. Do you see a reconciliation? Hello. I'm not doing any particular order unless you're a subscriber, okay? So if I, read yours, when I read it, that's how it's gonna go, okay? So paid is 16. You'll see that in my bio. Subscribers get a free reading every time. It's a one question, or you can do general. So Tink, if you have a question, or you can put general in, just let me know, okay? And then our Theta Healing Thursday is something new. That's at 7:15 p.m. tomorrow night, and that is for subscribers to participate in those healings. And I'm gonna make it public, but only people that are subscribed can actually participate in the healings, but you can absolutely listen in. You can still say yes to the downloads, and I'm going to set the intention that everybody can benefit, okay? So, yeah, anybody that wants to ask a question, guys, you go ahead. Paid takes priority, secondary is our subscribers, and then again, we're going to do some free messages here. Cool? Okay. So, Tink says general. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to scan your energy. Feeling tension underneath my rib cage, to me, comfort is coming through for you, okay? So you need to relax a little bit more right now. With the full moon coming in, we all need this again, so there's going to be general messages for everyone. So comfort and relaxation, Tink. Super important, okay? You've got the Six of Wands, which is a really great card to have. It says recognition. And so this says that a lot of other people, hello, Jody, a lot of other people are seeing your success. But sometimes, you know, if you're in go, go, go mode, or that's your mood, just like keep going, keep going. Sometimes we need to stop to recognize, oh my God, I'm doing such an amazing job. And so this full moon is really a time of reflection. So making sure you're taking that time for you to process, you know, your emotions in the sense of like how awesome you are, how amazing things have been for you. And I think we need to sit in that quiet energy sometimes. So that's what spirit wants you to focus on right now, and I think it'll be really helpful for your energy, okay? Feel free to purchase a candle, join in on our ceremony tomorrow night. Regardless, you'll be allowed to join our Theta healing at 7:15 as well. Okay? You're welcome. All right, Jody, you're a subscriber, so do you have a question, or would you like to do general here? Okay? Eve? So Jody, let me know if you're still here. Sometimes people fly in and fly out. Okay, perfect. Alrighty. Now I do my best to get these on my YouTube channel, so please take the time to subscribe because it is very time consuming to download all this stuff and upload all this stuff. So it's just really helpful to encourage me to continue doing that if you guys appreciate that, because sometimes we hop in and we hop out. It's just nice to be able to get the information. All right. So Jody, right away, communication is really important. I'm getting that you're at a standstill. Okay. And so to me, that's like almost like it feels like you're wanting to reconnect with your heart, but the ego is getting in the way. Okay, no problem, Tink. And so when I think about, you know, the ego getting in the way, this is just making sure that you're participating more in the heart chakra process, right? I too am also making some changes with my heart and what my heart wants. So maybe with this full moon, just work on appreciating yourself as much as you can, doing that inner work of self-confidence, self-worth, self-esteem, definitely coming through for you. Thank you for the ice cream. I have no idea what a ginger man or an ice cream cone is worth, but I really appreciate it. Oh yay, I'm getting new things. Cloud bread, cool. Oh, I get excited about the littlest things. So 6 is coming through for our first two people here, right? So that's always a sign when we see something coming in twice. So just pay attention to that as well. 6 is the number of cooperation and balance. So I can't help but feel like listening to our intuition is definitely coming through. Thank you very much. So Jody, your 6 of Cups, talking about support, definitely supporting yourself, you know, standing strong in that female energy that you have that is that you're very blessed to have. Okay, so just own who you are, and yeah, don't let anybody push you around. I think you already know that, but maybe that's just a confirmation. Okay, because you know what, when things happen in our relationship, when we're going through all these changes, thank you, I really appreciate it. You know, it shows up in other areas, right? It shows up in our work life, it shows up in our business life, like it just shows up in our finances different ways, right? Yes, it's easy to get pushed around for sure. Yeah, confidence is really what I'm hearing. Okay, so do the inner work for sure, and feel free to buy a candle and join in our candle ceremony tomorrow night at 6:45. I think we have maybe five people in there right now, so you can soak up the good vibes. Alrighty, any other subscribers in here floating around? Eve, is there anything new coming for me soon? Okay, you have the Eight of Wands here, Eve. Journeys. Okay, so this really talks about taking more action. And I like that you're using the word new because this full moon is all about new energy. So absolutely, you need to take action on it though. There's some action steps that, you know, maybe you're forgetting that you need to do. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Sometimes we're wanting to jump to conclusions or be further along than where we are. So contentment is a good practice for you. Look up the word contentment and practice it. When I studied spirituality in university, I took a lot of religious studies, which is interesting. It just kind of like happened. But contentment was a word that we used to play with in our Buddhism class. So it's definitely like the Buddhists believe, that it's important to find that within yourself. And that's why we do stillness, and that's why we do breath, and that's why we do all the stuff for our mental health, right? So contentment is definitely something I feel like you're starting to focus more on as a new start or new beginning. Okay, that would be the word I would explore. Thank you very much. Santa, does Hunane still want to be together? Okay, I feel like you could definitely benefit from a reading for sure. So those are 16, guys, just so you know if you're hopping in. You're welcome. Just because I feel like there's a lot of energy going on here, because I'm getting a no. But I want to be able to explain that on a deeper level for you, okay? Because I don't like the yeses and the nos, because they're just a little too harsh for my likings. Two of Wands, progress, okay? So this is you planning out, you're welcome, planning out the future a bit more, right? I'm hearing talents and gifts as well, so work on your talents and gifts a little bit more. Keep developing those skills within yourself to, if you keep developing the tools and the skills, eventually it'll become something more, right? So I'm like a never stop learning person, honestly. I think it's important to work on ourselves every day, to do research, to take classes, to implement new strategies. And then all of a sudden we're like, hey, this is really starting to add up, right? So a little bit every day goes a long way. So just remind yourself of that, okay? But you are making really great strides, I'm hearing, okay? But I'm hearing everybody's their own individual, and sometimes we need to be our own individual. So maybe if this relationship isn't working for you, it's because you need to be your own individual and something was getting sloppy or messy in there, okay? I want to share more information about that, but I'm just going to leave that there because I feel like we're getting into a whole can of worms there. Thank you so much for your question. Will I get a job within February? Also getting a no. You're welcome. But you've got the world card, okay? Thank you for the ice cream. Yeah, you've got really, really positive energy. You're more waiting for the right job, okay? And so just like when we're looking for love, we want the right person, right? Sometimes we want Mr. Right now, and sometimes we want Mr. Right. For you, for the job, it has to be the right one, the right fit. And I think that's why the timeline is maybe not where you want it to be, but if you can look at quality versus quantity, it's important to acknowledge, okay? Thank you for the likes and taps, guys. I really appreciate that too. And feel free to share this out as well. And I'll pull you up a couple cards, even if you already got a reading, just for sharing, okay? And hashtag FYP also is really helpful for me too, just to let other people know that I exist, especially when we're doing free readings. People really appreciate that, okay? Will I get pregnant? Kisho Marie. You've got an upside down Hierophant. You need to go to someone else that can help you kind of solve your problems. I think that you're getting caught up in your own stuff or something. Like, sometimes we need to go to other people, like to get readings and stuff like that to help us navigate our energy if we're really biased with ourselves, right? So if I do a reading on myself, don't you think that's going to be a lot different than if I go to a healer to do a reading for me? That's kind of what I'm getting for you. You need to stop trying to figure it all out by yourself because you can only do so much alone. You need other people to help you with it, okay? So I think coming in and getting a reading, trying to navigate that a bit better, or with someone else. It doesn't have to be with me, but get that help. And again, readings are 16 to do a deeper reading. And I also offer healing, so I can do an energy healing for you as well. I clear energy by using theta healing. I offer support through Reiki healing. I do mediumship, and I also do psychic work. So whatever you want to do, okay? You're welcome. No problem. I'm glad that that resonates with you. Sometimes I feel like when we ask questions like that, it's a really sensitive topic, and so I want to be mindful of that for you too, okay? Because one size doesn't fit all. There's no wrong or right in what we choose to do and when we choose to do it, right? One of the things for myself anyway, I always thought I would have a huge family. Now I'm going to be 38 in April. I have 0 kids. My husband and I'm his second marriage. So we didn't meet each other till like 30 and 40. So that shifted a lot of things for myself. And so sometimes there are things that we think we're gonna do, and then life happens, right? And so sometimes trusting the wave, like, is okay too, right? That's easier said than done. So, Nine of Swords is coming up here for someone. Will I pass my midterm on February 1st? Are you not doing well in school, or are you worrying about this? Stress, anxiety. Stress and anxiety, first of all, is gonna cause you some grief, right? So, what can you do to de stress? What can you do to stop worrying? What can you do that's more proactive to help you with this? That would be my recommendation. But are you worried or stressed about this? About passing? How are you doing in school? Does W still think about me and miss me? Yes, definitely. Will I find my soulmate this year? I have a couple of videos underneath my profile that people might find helpful. My YouTube channel is also very helpful, and I have a couple in my bio and my link tree too. I also have a Facebook group where I go in and do readings in there as well. So I try to hop on to my YouTube and my Instagram. So feel free to make sure you're in those areas as well if you like free readings. Will I find my soulmate this year? Getting a no. Okay. Spirituality. Hmm. It's a lot of work to do around that. Emma, what's going on in love life? What's going on there? I wish I could do a reading on you, but you have to pay for it, but I really want to. I'm working on that to charge money, you know? You've got the star. You are gonna get there. But I think it's because you're asking for soulmate, okay? And this is the difference. Wanting to find a partner and wanting to find a soulmate are different things. Do you believe as well, anybody in here, do you guys believe that there's multiple soulmates for us in one lifetime? Or do you think there's one soulmate for you? What are your thoughts on that? Feel free to let me know. This is a good topic, I feel, because I'm getting some information. I think it might be helpful. Multiple. I hear that a lot. Hmm. What do you guys think? Does anybody believe that there's one person for us in this lifetime? And we have to go through people to get to them? Hmm. Because I could go either way, depends on how you define soulmate. Okay, let's ask Spirit. Getting chills. Twin, tween frames. I think you're saying twin flames. Twin flames is quite a topic. Someone was saying their kid was their soulmate. I think that's weird. I think what you're referring to is like past life, right? So it could be like that their child, that they had like a past life with their child. That happens a lot when we have a child, that they could have been like, sometimes the roles reverse. So if I had a child, that person could have been my that they were a mother for me in another life, but now they're my child. So something tells me that's more what you're referring to when I tune into that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but they call it soulmates. Okay. Yep. Um, yeah. but I also feel like they're just talking about like a soul connections, right? Not a soulmate, a soul connection. And we hear of our soul sisters as well, right? Like our connections, but a soulmate, talking about a partnership, is important to, I feel like, understand for some people, because um, there are people that are meant to be on our path that are not a soulmate, and we can get really confused and think that they're our soulmate because we don't know the difference. Thank you very much for the rose. I really appreciate it. And so until we meet that person, we don't really know what that feeling is like. We don't really know what that connection is. And again, we can have past life memories with somebody, and it doesn't mean that they're our soulmate. We can have a twin flame with someone, and it doesn't mean that they're our soulmate. And so it gets really confusing for a lot of people. And I think we can get really caught up in that when we lose somebody, because we think that we lost our person, and really they were there to help us along the way. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. So we've got the Tower, Angel of Enlightenment here. All right. So as we ask this question about soulmates here, this is telling us that we need to be, thank you, we need to be honest with ourselves in terms of if these people that we're with are really our people. Because I'm getting that some people will just stay because they're settling, and then they're not happy. And so I think there's lots of different reasons why we do this. Does anybody else, like, have you experienced that? Or are you in that situation? Do you pick anything up for me? Violet. Yeah, I definitely do, Violet. One of the things that I'm getting for you is, it's strange, but to treat everybody equally. That's it. Sometimes we will, yeah, sometimes we will, Ryan saying I'm in that. Okay. Yeah, so sometimes we will like have favorites, like with people. And I get that. I totally get it. But I'm getting for you to just, everybody's equal, always. And so I think that will be like a healthy reminder for you as we hit this full moon too. Uh, Again, I'm doing a candle ceremony tomorrow night at 6:45. It's $8 if you want me to create a candle for you. Also share what you'd like to release for me when I tune into you. I would be releasing like imbalances with yourself and others. Just keep it really simple like that, and then see what type of messages you get in the candle ceremony and the theta healing. Just throwing it out there. Yeah. I'm scared to move on. I have a big heart, right? Okay. Yeah. But the problem is we can lose our identity, right? So, you know how we say we need to do some soul searching, right? We might have to go through a period of time where we need to. So, guys, readings are $16, just to let you know. You can check that out in my bio. Or subscribing also always gives you a free reading every time you're here, which is great, because sometimes we're not doing free readings. And then we're doing Theta tomorrow night at 7:15 in our group, in a group setting here. So feel free to, even if you don't want to participate in that, just listen in on it. Yeah, the soul searching piece is so important, because we need to re-identify with ourselves when we get out of relationships. And sometimes we never get back into another one because we're hurt, we're not healing, we're angry, we're sad, we're scared, that sort of thing. Other times we trickle out of one and into another. And that ended up happening to me when I met my soulmate. I thought I already had mine. Um, but I transitioned like boom. And so I realized, holy shit, like I've got a lot of work to do in this new relationship. And luckily, he was only 2 months out of a 7-year relationship, so he was still had a lot of work to do. So we somehow found each other at the right time, both going through losses, which at the time we didn't really consider losses because here we are fighting each other. But there was still a period of like healing, and luckily he was there to help me heal. Very grateful for that. We still had a lot of stuff that happened, but I feel like I was also helping him heal with his situation. So it just happened to be that we were in the same circumstance. So that worked out, but it doesn't mean that there isn't a lot of soul searching to do when we exit a relationship, right? Just want to throw that out there about the soulmates, because I think that the way that we bring our soulmate in is really doing the healing work within ourselves. So talking about contentment, because that word was coming up earlier as well, I was finally at a point in my life where I was okay with being alone. I wasn't looking for anybody. I feel like sharing that as well. I think our soulmate really comes in when our soul is ready for that person, because we're really okay with us, and it's not because we need somebody. And so boom, there it is, timeline wise. So I don't think that the timing of meeting your soulmate is already, like, the exact time is maybe known, but I think if you're doing the work, it can be predicted, which is kind of a weird thing to say, but those are the messages that I'm getting. So if you're not doing the work on yourself and you're not doing the healing, and you're wanting, this person to come in the next year or whatever it is, do that work and invite that energy in to your soul, because they're there. You just need to call them in healthy ways, not I need you, I want you, I am okay without you. And so I think when we're wanting a healthy relationship, it's going to be long lasting as well when our soul is healed, and again, there's always going to be more healing to do, but it is important to be over the past, so we really are ready to open up new and fresh. So when you hit those relationships where it's like, yeah, I've got baggage, you've got baggage, so we're just going to mesh all of our baggage together and heal that way. And I don't think that's great when we have that baggage that we're not taking care of. It gets quite toxic, quite fast and heavy, right? So Ryan, yeah, that's what's going. Lost a 14. Okay, I'm not sure what that means, but it doesn't sound like you're having a great time. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm over the pain and working on myself and moving on, but it's very hard. It's so hard. The longer you're with somebody, the harder it is, right? That's why I'm saying my husband was getting out of a 7-year relationship. I was getting out of a 5.5-year relationship, but it's different, So I was like just coming out of it, but he was only 2 months, but his relationship was longer. So I kind of feel like it was the same thing, right? Both stayed in it longer than we wanted to, but the timing of meeting each other was exact. And so we don't want to have regrets when we stay in relationships too long. Maybe it's actually exactly the way it's meant to be time-wise. Okay? So, Ryan, I think you needed to hear that. So, Autumn, I did get your payment. So let's step into your Akashic Records. And what is your question here? You're welcome. Yeah, soulmate, twin flame stuff. I feel like, if people are paying for readings here, we can talk a little bit about twin flames. I'm curious as well, so we can see what the energy reads on twin flames too. These are kind of fun conversations. I'm doing a podcast on Friday as well with a lady who's also a medium. And so we're going to be talking more about mediumship. We're going to be doing a reading on each other, how you're... So, Autumn, I'm here for you. If you're here, just put a little yellow heart, or just a heart would be great. Thanks. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about, how when you're a medium, like talking a little bit about her aha story of where she came from. I'm going to let you guys I'm going to let you guys listen into her story. I'm not going to share it with you because that's meant for her to share. Quite an interesting person. And she's on TikTok as well. So that's going to be on both of our Facebooks. So I'll also put that in my bio too. I'm going to create that tonight. I'll advertise it here as well. So if you want to get onto my Facebook, feel free to do that. So you can watch it there live. That's going to be at 4 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time Friday. And then the replay's up underneath YouTube. Please check out my last podcast under videos. So it's Horseman Readings YouTube, again, in my bio. But that was all about grief in my last one. And so I think it's going to be very fitting for the mediumship too, how the podcasts are going to start coming together. So great topics, great helpful information as well, talking about depression and how to navigate things a bit better. So Autumn, well, Nicholas, so okay, so AUTS, I think that's you. Looks to be. Will Nicholas ever talk to me again? All right, going into your Akashic records here, okay? So right away, I'm gonna call some Reiki energy in with your permission, okay? Because I'm feeling this heaviness in my heart. So I would say that this was a love partner for you, correct? Will Nicholas ever talk to me again? So I'm getting a yes that he will. We're just clearing out the energy around the heart. So this feels really heavy to me. Like you're really upset about this situation. So I am kind of getting, if I go into past for you, you've got the tower, which is interesting. Um, we were just kind of talking about that being in relationships or being in situations where you're not really fully where you want to be, right? Usually this is the addiction card of when we're like we have a pattern of behavior that we're just continuing even though we know it's not really working. um so again, full moon energy here, definitely something to release these patterns of behaviors that are making you feel not good enough or unsettled. Okay, so Autumn, are you there? Just let me know if you can hear me okay, because I also want to do a little Fady healing for you, which is with your permission we can just release some of this heaviness that you're feeling. Okay, yes. So, so if you have another question, feel free to ask it, okay? Usually I ask two questions in this space. So, would you like to know who you are in your life without, I'm going to say, needing a partner? And would you like to know who you are and what this life could be like if slash when you decide that you want to be happy slash happier? I can just say yes to that. Would you like to know that it's safe for you to continue focusing on love and respect at the same time? Good. Okay. So again, if you have another question, let me know. You've got the Judgment card here, okay? This is talking about a clean slate. So I'm hearing I'm hesitant to say things and I'm worried. Okay? So obviously you're worried about this situation or circumstance with this person, and again, hesitant to say something. So it's when we're holding ourselves back from communicating, um, because we're worried about the outcome or what's going to happen, what somebody else is going to think, that sort of thing. Um, so honestly, I would probably share what your thoughts and what your feelings are directly to this person. That's what I'm getting. You've got beautiful energy here. This has a lot of joy to it. You know, sometimes we just need to clean up the energy of the past. So Autumn, let me know if this is relating to you. So guys, we are doing some free readings here, but you can also pay for one as well if you want to go a little deeper. They're 16. She's also, yes, it is, okay. She's also wearing a beautiful blue dress. Blue represents the throat, okay, trusting it that it's safe for you to communicate. So would you like to know who you are without all of this fear and I'm going to say a little bit of drama or other people's negative energy that gets in your head or in your way? And would you like to know who you are now in this life, so that you can just start manifesting more abundance, happiness, and love and contentment? And if so, just say yes. Anybody else that wants that, say yes. Good. I'm hearing I'm a conscientious thinker. I'm a conscientious thinker. And so, Autumn, do you relate to being very aware of your thoughts? Or do you struggle with being aware of your thoughts? Let me know. That's really important. Because I'm getting you're way too in your head, okay? No judgment here, just to let you know. But it's definitely, that's why I'm saying, like, speak about these things, talk about it, like, talking to me about it. Navigating is great, but again, to that specific person will be even better. You're not meant to keep all this in your head. It's meant to come out. Otherwise, it'll only hurt you. You know, it's a little bit of a self-destructive pattern, which is what the Tower card, if you want to look up the Tower, um, that's what it is. So with this full moon, feel free to buy a candle for our ceremony tomorrow night. Again, the replay's under YouTube. You'll still get all the benefits. We do theta healing. We give you messages based on where your energy is. But I would definitely be releasing this in my head too much and then second guessing, when what you really need to do is you know, feel free to be yourself and express yourself uh, kind of like independently. So, would you say that that was an issue? So, was this a relationship for you? And would you say that was a bit of an issue for you guys in your relationship? Maybe you didn't tell him all the things that you needed, wanted, how you felt, or was this them that didn't express themselves? Or was it a dual thing where both people weren't really being themselves and communicating enough? Or was it? I know my husband and I are really bad for, um, he's doing stuff for me because he's always thinking about me, and I'm doing stuff for him, always thinking about him. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, I'm doing this for you. Well, I'm doing this for you. Well, maybe if we focus more on ourselves, that would be better, right? Because you should never assume what somebody wants. You should ask them what they want and what they need, and then like kind of take turns, you know, back and forth instead of always trying to satisfy the other person, right? We need to be happy within ourselves too, and not constantly be trying to give to somebody else. So for some reason, I feel like that might connect to you. So yeah, it was them that was like holding back, but still, when somebody else is holding themselves back, it doesn't feel balanced, right? So let's see what else she needs to know to move forward. So do you feel comfortable and confident to connect with this person and tell them how you feel? Just be honest with me if you don't mind, because I can help you with the energy of that. Because again, I can tell this is really weighing on your heart. And during full moons, this stuff really likes to surface up so we can remove it and let it go. Two of Swords, not dealing with what needs to be dealt with, okay? This is, oh, I'll just wait until they contact me. But it really just creates more anxiety and that sort of thing. Okay, so he blocked you. So, did he block you from texting? Okay. And so so here's another thing. That might have given you your answer then, right? So maybe that's why I was getting for you to share that piece of, okay, I'm trying to communicate, but this other person isn't you need two people. You get what I'm saying? So I actually think that that's your answer with this person. You need two people to have a conversation, not one. So when you were in a relationship with this person, did you feel like you were doing all the work? I'm getting that. Definitely getting that. Still stuff you need to talk about and get off your chest because this is hurting you. So again, if you can't talk to them, there's different ways that we can, okay, there's definitely different ways we can talk about it. So I feel like me encouraging you to talk about it is a really positive step to help you release this, right? Because you can't just keep it in your head or keep it, this heaviness in your heart. Those two places you need to speak to get it off of your chest and to get it out of your head. Okay, so it makes sense why I'm saying, okay, we'll talk to them about it, but you can't, and that's why you feel that way. So talking in general about it, it'll help you release this. Okay, I still get that at some point he will talk to you, but maybe it's when somebody's blocking us, it's respecting that right now. So maybe I'm getting the message, yes, this person will speak to you, but not right now. And why I was saying, okay, well, then you need to take the action because I don't sense they're going to be jumping to do this, right? And it sounds like a more you thing, something you need, not something that they need. But again, in a relationship, both people want to, both people need to. Okay? So, first of all, that's not working, right? So, there's a decision to make. It's time to think about where your heart wants to go. Should she be with him? No, this is not your person, okay? So I just feel like for myself, this is easy for me to see from an outsider. It's time for you to forgive him and forgive yourself and move forward. But you need to decide in your heart what you want to do and how you want to do it, okay? This is more of when you're ready to move forward, I feel like you will. And again, hopefully this reading is helpful for you to understand and navigate that energy. So would you like to know that it's safe for you to make healthier decisions for yourself and think about yourself first? And if so, just say yes. Yeah. What I'm getting here is, this is usually just a mini reading, but I felt like I wanted to help you here. I'm feeling like you're really wanting romance. You're wanting romantic energy. And I really feel like that's more what this is about. Like, I think you're craving that. I think you're desiring that. And that's why you're starting to fixate a little bit with this, the energy of this person. Okay? But just keep that in mind. If your needs are romance and you want someone that's romantic, definitely bring that forward for yourself. Do I feel like it's related to this person? No, but I do sense that you're ready for that, that you want that. And so when you decide that you're ready to kind of let this person go, again, maybe dump and cleanse it with your full moon. If you want help with that, I can do that for you. But trust, the throat chakra is even more important than the heart. The way to heal the heart is by working on speaking that and trusting that, okay? So let's integrate all of those downloads now and everybody else that said yes to them. Hello, Tina, welcome in. And I'm just going to send you just some cleansing energy. So making sure that you're working on your digestion right now as well. For some reason, I'm feeling like that will be helpful to move some more of this energy that we just did today. If you're curious about theta healing, you can check out my blog through horsmanreadings.com as well. Because it's important, I feel like, to understand when we're doing that type of work. And if you're a subscriber, Tina, I'm not sure if you know, but tomorrow night we're doing group theta healing for my subscribers, so 7:15 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. And people can listen in on those. They can say yes, but they can't participate in the theta healing unless they're a subscriber, okay? It'll also be helpful for more people to understand. So I'll do my best to explain it at the beginning if you actually arrive at the right time, okay? Hello. So Tina, one other thing that we're doing for subscribers now, no problem. It's all good. Is one question or or I can do a general message. So if you have something specific you want me to work on, let me know, okay? And I'll pull you up a card. You're welcome. Thank you so much for your reading. If you have more questions, book in another reading. Very grateful for my readings. Daniel, am I outgrowing my friends D and S? Yes, I think you know that. I think you're asking that specifically about these people because you already know that. So Tina, I'm just waiting on you. Take up some space. Will I stay in this country? Jackie, I'm getting a no. A no for that. So you must not want to. And again, you wouldn't be asking that if you weren't desiring that, I would say. All right, any other questions, guys? Not sure what to ask. So just say general. That's all you have to do. I just want to make sure if there's something you want to know that we so let's ask Spirit, what does Tina need to know to help her navigate this energy that she's in right now, that she's feeling overwhelmed or overconsumed with? Again, we're in full moon energy. I think what I'm gonna do, guys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna come on before the candle ceremony. And I'm going to do some full moon readings, some paid full moon readings before the 6:45 candle ceremony. So candles are $8. You can purchase that in my bio and let me know what you're releasing. We'll be doing theta healing, we'll be offering messages and anything else that you need to know. Replays under YouTube, so again, if you can't catch it live, you'll still get the healing from that. Okay? So Tina was actually the one in my podcast that we did the other day, so feel free to give her a follow as well. She's a very beautiful healer also. So you've got 10 of Swords, right? A lot going on. Endings. So, new starts, okay? This full moon is all about new beginnings and reflection. So this is saying times have been really tough for you, but good news. It's not going to stay that way, Tina, okay? The Knight of Cups also talks about a brand new start here. More up with the emotion, something you've already started doing. So it's a new beginning, but doing something in a different way, okay? So you know how, in the past it might not have been working well for you. Now you're kind of like, you know what? I think I'm going to start doing things this way. I'm going to keep doing the same thing, but I'm going to start doing it in a different way. And I think you know what that is. It feels like business. I feel like business and relationship. But definitely there's like this aha moment that you've been having lately where you're just like, yes, I need to start doing this way. And then you have King of Cups here talking about compassion, which is very much what this full moon is teaching us in Leo, to have more compassion. You have tons of compassion for others, but maybe just a little bit more lighthearted and gentle energy for yourself. Full moons, as you know, are a time of self-care and self-love and gratitude and all of the things. So sometimes when we're feeling like there's a lot going on, we don't have enough time for ourselves, but we have to make and create time for us, okay? Even if it's just the way that you're dressing, I'm fully guilty of this. Like right now, totally in sweatpants. I said in February, I'm not doing one day in sweatpants. But until then, I'm gonna be living in my sweatpants. So yeah, sometimes we've gotta get up and go, But this is like your best self, your best version of you. Okay? Just a healthy reminder there. Yeah. And we feel better when we look better. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So Sunha, you're welcome. I will pull you up a couple cards because you shared and I appreciate that. Okay, anybody that shares will pull you up a couple cards even if you already got a reading. Alright. Do you have a question, Sunha? Probably not even saying your name right. Knight of Cups. Alright, Chloe, I'm gonna write your name down. Chloe, love that name. Thank you for helping. Oh, will I ever get pregnant? Okay, so we'll keep going here. Interesting. So, well, you've got new starts here. Okay. I'm getting you're not meant to know when, timeline-wise, but it will happen for you. Okay. So I have one son trying for another. Okay, perfect. So yeah, just keep going along that journey for yourself. Forgiveness and compassion is coming through for you specifically, Sunha. So just pay attention to that. And then you have Ace of Pentacles, Abundance. So yeah, this is kind of talking about that success card for yourself, okay? So keep that in the back of your mind. This is going to work. This is going to be successful. And keep putting good energy out that way, okay? Super important. Okie dokie. Chloe, are you here and do you have a question? You shared and I'm going to pull you up a couple cards. Why do I say okie dokie? I am a nerd. I went to the Nordic spa today, guys. If you ever have a chance to go do something like that, it's the hot and cold therapy where you go, there's a steam room, the sauna, you jump into you do the cold plunge, and then you go into the hot pool, and then you go and you cycle and you detox and you do that, and it's supposed to be really good for your immune system. But I'm getting really a lot better at the cold piece, and so I can stay in the cold, the freezing cold, because it's all mental and breathing, and it's so healing. It's so great for depression and stuff like that, especially if you have the winter blues. But I can stand there for like 5 minutes now, and I'm thinking, okay, I think I could do the polar dip. The only thing I don't like about the polar dip is that you don't have that hot pool to get into afterwards. And I kind of like the luxury of these types of spas because you can get a glass of wine and have some snacks, and like there are hammocks and a fire pit and stuff like that. So the Nordic spa here in Moncton is in the by Magic Mountain. Actually, our new house is 5 minutes from there where we're building. Just kind of like in the woods. So yeah, if you've ever been to Magic Mountain, it's just right there. And then since you're in Nova Scotia, my favorite is the Sensi Spa. So that's in Chester in Nova Scotia. And it's amazing. I like it because it's rustic, and that's more of the vision that I have for a business plan for myself and my husband on our property, something along the lines of some yurts and the Nordic spa, kind of like Airbnb. So I'm kind of thinking, that would be really cool for some of my retreats to also have that. Hello, Crystal Bauer, welcome in. If you're here, I see you on my site. Hey, I'm hoping to move to New York for my new life era. Can you check if I'll be successful? I actually got a gift certificate for the Sensi Spa, and you haven't. I think you said you did. You did go before, Tina. You're definitely meant to. It's such a good self-care, and you can stay all day. Okay, you haven't. Yeah, you've got to go. I grew up about 30 minutes from there, so outside of Halifax. My sister teaches in Chester as well. Actually, sorry, she used to for like 10 years. Now she's in Lunenburg. All right. Well, you have to go. That's a sign from the universe. So, Starfire, Angel. So, Chloe, are you here because you shared? So, we'll go into you. Okay. The Emperor card here about moving to New York for a new life. Okay. So, Chloe, if you have a question, just let me know. Okay. You shared. So, thank you. So, if you share it, guys, we'll pull you up a couple extra cards. This says like you are a strong leader, and so I think that this is a good place for you. New York is great for leaders. I think it's more about getting to explore New York more than even the work. Sometimes when we move to certain places, it's more about the experience there, right? So it feels positive to me. But remind yourself that you're a strong leader. And you seem quite independent too. How will my love life look in the future, and how will I be financially? So we'll pull one card for love, one card for money. Money's coming up as a priority. Knight of Cups. Shocker, we've seen this card already. Thank you so much for the heart. I really appreciate it. I love all the gifts. Thank you. Okay, so Crystal bought a candle. Perfect. If you're here, thank you, Crystal. So we'll add you into the full moon ceremony. Woohoo! And again, I'll be offering some full moon readings before we come on. There you are, Crystal. Welcome in. I'm also doing a free card pull for you. If you have a question, feel free to ask. So money, money, money. Okay, I see you giving a lot financially, Chloe. So pull the reins in a little bit with spending, okay? That could be a new start for you. So it's like I feel like you love to give, you're generous, you like stuff, which is great. But it's like the new you just is more reserved, more conservative financially. Okay, so just thinking about when I'm making an investment versus spending, and so I like to do that even with the $8 candle, right? Your investment is $8 because this is you giving back to yourself. So I'm not sure if you feel guilty sometimes giving back to yourself. Are you at a balance with the giving to yourself? Love life. It's interesting because I'm feeling like they're exactly connected, okay? So guys, readings are $16 as well. And if you share this out, you get 2 additional cards here. So yeah, you will be successful with love life. There's going to be a learning curve for you. That's what I'm getting. Okay, Chloe? Learning curve. And so explore, wander, wonder, that sort of thing. Wander and wander. Wander, and then wonder. Oh my goodness. I have issues. Starfire Angel. Thank you. So Starfire Angel. Okay, so Crystal will go into you and then we'll do Starfire Angel. Thank you for your purchase. Really appreciate it. I'm excited to see what comes through. If you can't make it live, the replay will be underneath YouTube. You can watch both of those things and you can participate and share when we're doing the ceremony as well. So you have 10 of Cups here, Crystal. This is the best card you can have when it comes to love, family, generosity, kindness, love, and I'm getting you have a new perspective on life. Do you feel that way? Are you feeling a little bit of a sense of renewal? Even though we're working with full moon energy, I sense that you're very in tune and in touch with your heart right now. And I'm feeling really emotional with this. I think you're finally starting to get it. I was told by a numerologist that when I hit 40, I'm going to be like, yep, I get it. And just life is going to be pretty much the best it's ever been for me at that age. And you're a little bit older than me. You might be 38. So, yeah, you're getting into that place in your life where you're really starting to just understand love, right? Um, And now I think you're entering more passion in your life, right? More enthusiasm for wanting to learn more things and stuff. I think your energy way back when I used to work on you, I think you struggled a little bit with like lower vibration. Now I'm like, oh, like you're getting it. I feel like you're like your energy, you're just learning about energy. And I think that's really wonderful. You've always been like I feel like an open spiritual person and I'm bubbly and kind and all that, but I just feel like things are starting to resonate with you more now than maybe they did in the past, and perhaps you were just occupied with family and stuff like that, but you're just kind of coming more into your own and understanding obstacles on your path. Okay, so awesome. So I'm not sure if you added what you want to release with your purchase, Crystal, or not. But you can inbox me here. Usually only let people inbox me that are subscribers if they have questions, but you can inbox me if you didn't put down what you want to release for the full moon. Okay? Cool. Thank you. So, Starfire Angel, do you have a question? You've got the King of Pentacles. If you ever want to learn about cards, hop into my VIP membership. We have tons and tons and tons of certifications, programs, theta healing, you name it, it's all in there. When I get off of here also, I'm going to do a full moon ritual with theta healing downloads for our VIP members, and I already did the reading explaining more about the group's energy for this full moon, okay? Plus a weekly energy reading, which you can be any level to get the weekly energy. You're welcome. Okay, I'm glad. So, Starfire Angel, you said yes. I didn't see a question, so we're gonna do the Fool and King of Pentacles. My head is feeling really tired and a little bit stressed, okay? I'm a little lost and confused in life. I'm expecting a lot of things before I can do what I want. So, happiness and growth. Yeah, you definitely need more support and more help, I feel, okay? Theta healing is working on our subconscious limiting beliefs. So basically, as a practitioner, I ask you if you want to release things from the past and replace it with positive things for the future. So we do manifestation work. So essentially, I ask for these energies and these emotions and the things that you want to start coming in. And by you agreeing that you want that energy to happen, it moves essentially faster because your subconscious is on board. When we're in beta awake state, we're just living kind of like la 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 la. When we tune into the unconscious self, this is where like all the amazing information is. Problem is we say we want something, but we might have deep down like fears and obstacles and issues with our DNA, so beliefs that we picked up from our parents or our grandparents, and a lot of things that we think and we believe aren't even our own, or that it's not really working for us. So if you think like, I'll never get ahead because I don't have enough money. Well, if you believe you're never going to get ahead because you don't have enough money, then that's where you're going to stay. So what I do is I pull and release like old trauma and like navigate where it comes from, if this is from a past life or like different types of things. Okay, so when you watch this and see it and experience it for yourself, it makes more sense. But you can look at my blog through horsmanreadings.com as well if you want more of the science. Okay. Would a trance session fix that? Also, I have one booked, but if it doesn't, I'll book with you. Okay. I don't know what a trance session is, so I can't exactly tell you if that's going to be beneficial. Plus, I don't know the practitioner, right? But I can definitely support you in ways that I can help people with literally anything. So, yeah, I mean, definitely feel free to book in. Can you sense I have that limiting belief? Because your example was my limiting belief. I'm going to continue on, okay, for now. And then we can pop back into, okay? So you've got the King of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, and then the Fool, which is starting new and starting fresh, okay? So as I was saying, there's a little bit of stress there, that sort of thing that's need for support. I feel like I'm getting distracted here, but definitely needing more love in your life. And you're using the word expectations too. And so with this, you've got this beautiful serious side. I think you just need to give yourself a little bit more credit where credit is needed. This full moon right now is really teaching us to not just for us to be gentle with ourselves, but just to really look at all of the things that we've been through. You know, like when you really reflect on how strong and resilient you are, it's amazing. But you just have to allow yourself to do that, okay? So, Crystal, I got your payment. I think you paid for a reading. Okay. No, you didn't pay for a reading here. Okay. So, yeah, generosity. Definitely keep giving back to yourself, Starfire Angel. Okay? You're welcome. Okay. I'm just going back to you, Tan, about. I don't think you asked a question, or did you? So, Tan, if you want to ask a for a card too, I can pull you out one, okay? I do need to appreciate myself a little bit more. Yep. Sometimes we're just living our best life and we don't even know it. You know that? Sometimes we're living if you, I think you would benefit from listening to my podcast from the other day that Tina and I did talking about grief, because we talk about survival mode and things like that versus thriving. Yeah, so just don't hold yourself back, you know, and definitely appreciate where you're at. Presence, compassion. So the word for this full moon for everybody is compassion. I just wondered if you picked up any energy from me. Okay. So you have the Knight of Cups, guys. So isn't this funny how many times it's come up and you watch me shuffle? A lot of energy around throat. It's connected to your heart, but it's closer to your throat, okay? I also do Reiki sessions as well and teach Reiki in my VIP program. You watch that stuff at your own time. So you're working on your give and take, okay? But you're also trusting that it's safe for you to give a little bit more, take a little bit more, working on those energy exchanges. And honestly, relationships are the hardest of all spiritual classrooms. So if you're starting to want to master this, it's great because it's something we're working on as a lifelong journey. And so good for you, right? Hats off to you for wanting to take steps in the right direction, because a lot of times people will live their life kind of like with their head down or sometimes with their blinders on. And so I just see you kind of wanting to pick up the pieces of things that you feel like might be falling apart a little bit. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Also, guys, the King of Cups can be attached to proposals, having new babies, new projects, a change for sure. Doesn't have to be a brand new beginning. You think about having a child as the next step in a marriage. You think about getting proposed to as the next step in a relationship, right? That sort of vibe. Oh, you're so correct, and even picked up on my sore throat. Well, there you go. So, honey, lemon. What's weird is I'm getting lettuce for you too, and a little bit of citrus. Okay. Thanks for the follow, guys. Really appreciate it. So I'm fairly new here. So yeah, check out my bio, see what I have going on. Follow me on all of my other stuff if you want to. I do a lot of stuff, so a lot of it is free, which is great. So anybody else here? Onyx, you shared. Thank you very much. If I missed you, my apologies. You're awesome, and thanks for the card. Have a great night. I'll check your stuff. No problem. Thank you for the kind words. Onyx, are you there? Daniel, will I meet anyone from Hinge in person this year? I feel like we already worked on you, Daniel. Did we? Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. It's all good. So, Onyx, Ada, does Josh miss me? Weird. I wrote down the word now for you. Instead of, it wasn't a yes and it wasn't a no, it was a now. Yeah. Thank you, Autumn. I really appreciate it. Um, oh, my throat is just like closing up on me all of a sudden. So, something's going on there with this situation. I don't know if this dude has regrets or if you have regrets. I'm still blocked. Okay. But I'm going to tell you what this card means, okay? It means it's time to open up new doors and windows of opportunities, okay? You need to decide that what you want. When you decide what you want, you just go and you just do that. So there's freedom of speech. Be around people who let you speak and talk. Get away from the people that shut you down and tell you to kind of shut up. That's weird. That feels like a strong negative language that I don't usually use. So again, for some reason the support card is coming up. I think you need to almost like to heal some old trauma, something to do with the mother energy. Quite a few different things coming up for you to work on. You can book in with me. You can buy a candle for our ceremony tomorrow night. That's at 6:45 p.m. live. I'm offering healing that way for whatever it is that you want to let go of. If you know what those things are, if you don't, I pick for you based on your energy too. And then the replay's up under my YouTube channel. If you miss it, you can still get all the benefits from it. Okay? Definitely, you've got some stuff to work on here. Okay? But it's time to feel free. It's time to open up just a little bit more because I think you shut some doors in the past without even giving those people opportunities or sometimes we say no instead of yes because no is easy. My mom's like that. So we're talking about mother energy. Sometimes it's like a no before it's a yes, right? I know my husband's father can be like that too. It's always a no, right? And then he'll process it. So I don't know why that's coming through. Sandra, will my relationship work with Michael? I'm getting a no, but that's not a clear no, okay? It starts with a no, it could shift. But right now it's a no in the now. Okay. Will Claudia reach out to me soon? Also getting a no for that. Again, you're using the word soon, so that's representing a timeline. If you need a timeline, it's a no for the soon. Rima, will me and S reconcile? Getting a no on that. All right, I think we pretty much covered what we needed to. I wanted to talk a little bit more about twin flames. I'm going to write that down. I'm doing my best to kind of keep up with all the different topics and things that I say that I'm going to do. So if I told you I was going to do something for you and I forgot and there's a few days passing, just reach out to me. Remind me, let me know, okay? If you want to get on my email list, that might be helpful if you want to know like all the things I'm doing, because I do a lot of stuff and I am having a hard time feeling like I can promote everything and getting people to, know what's going on. So my email list might be the best place to get info, okay? Please check out horsmanreadings.com. It's another great place to hang out. When will I get my first boyfriend? I actually want love. That would definitely be more of a reading. It also sounds like you could benefit from being a subscriber, because every time I come on live, you get a free reading. So at least that'll give you an opportunity to work on some things. Okay, guys? So we will see you tomorrow night for our full moon readings before our full moon ceremony. Candle ceremony, so you have to buy your candle. Let me know what you're releasing. And then at 7:15 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, we're going to be doing a subscriber theta healing download, so you can listen in. So if you want to steal the theta healing, you absolutely can, but you just can't participate as things are coming up. Okay, that's all. So take care and thanks again. Hello, Star Child. I'm just taking off. Would you like me to pull up a card? So Star Child's also going to be in my podcast Friday at 4 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, as I was already discussing earlier. So I will be creating that event soon. And if you're a subscriber and I miss you, hop on in. So, Star Child, are you there? Thank you. Do you have a question? So you can ask a question or say general. I'm good into your night. No, I'm pulling you up a card. Okay, King of Pentacles. This talks about family and finances. This is telling you that you don't need to worry as much about structure. Family is good, money is good. So maybe just loosening up a little bit. You don't need to like be tight or worry. Okay, that's your message. I know you said no, but I gave you one anyway. All right, take care, guys, and thanks so much for being here.